Welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming you live for Tuesday's tips and techniques. Let me make sure that we are live. Yep, I see my red little live going. So tonight I have a technique or tip for you using dies to stamp with. This is something that you may have seen before. I'm hoping I'll have some other tips that you will see tonight that maybe you haven't seen before, but we will be using the Gather Together bundle. This was the bundle that I had a poll on my Facebook page for my featured stamp set for November. Did you want to see the Gather Together bundle or the Christmas Gleaming bundle? And the Christmas Gleaming bundle won out big time. So not to, for those of you that wanted the Gather Together bundle, I have been posting lots of cards in the last couple days using that bundle, so don't worry, you're going to be seeing lots done with that bundle as well. But my featured stamp set for November will be the Christmas Gleaming bundle, and I just finished those cards today and they are gorgeous. You are going to love them. So stay tuned for November 1st. I'm going to showcase them on my blog. So let's change the camera angle here. Here we go. This is the Gather Together bundle. You have the stamp set with the coordinating dies. This card I featured on Monday, and this card I featured today on my blog. And last week, I think it was Friday or Saturday, I had another card using the technique that I'm going to show you tonight, as well as this Gather Together bundle. So the bundle has dies that cut out your leaves and the pumpkins and the big leaf. And did you know that you can stamp with your dies? If you have a die that's pretty much solid, like these 3 leaves in this bundle, you can stamp with them. It's very quick and easy. I love this technique because it adds depth to your die cuts as well as kind of inlays. It deepens the color. So it's really cool. So let me show you how that is done, and then I'll show you how I did this card. And you may notice the shimmer on there. Can you kind of see that? It's kind of hard to see, but I tell you, in person it is super, super shiny. And I'm going to show you how I did that as well. So let's get started. So to do the stamping with the dies, I'm going to use the Cherry Cobbler ink and the Cherry Cobbler cardstock, and then I'm going to bring in the Big Shot because the dies will die cut out the leaves. So we're going to stamp and die cut at the same time. So to stamp with them, you're going to just push that into your ink pad, and basically you're transferring that ink onto your die. You can kind of see it. And then you're just going to put it on your cardstock, and then we're going to bring in the Big Shot. And we're just going to die cut this. How easy is that? Don't we love easy techniques? So it's going to die cut the leaf, and it's going to give a deep impression of the color. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Let me move this out of the way. I actually have to do it again because I need 2 of these. Isn't that cool? Look at how it deepens and it's dark. You can see. Maybe you can see it better on the pumpkin pie. Yes. See the 2-tone it gives? I love that. So you can do this technique with any of the solid type image dies. So I'm going to do this again. We're just going to push that down into our ink pad, lift that up, place it on the cardstock, and you don't have to worry if it moves, like, oh no, it's going to smear. It doesn't. Place that on top, plate on top, and run that through. move that out of my way. But isn't that cool? Can you see? I think you can see that pretty good on there. You can probably see it on the lighter ones better than the cherry collar, but love it. I just think that is such a cool technique. Now you do want to get that ink off, so you rub it on your chamois or whatever you use to clean your stamps, baby wipe, but you want to get that out of there, because now when you go to like very vanilla or white, you don't want that, unless you want the cherry cobbler to come off on your cardstock. But you can do that with these 3 images from this bundle. So you'll get all these really cool, love that, deep impression. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I assembled the card. So I'll put the card out. This is the card I'm going to show you how I created. The layout I got from Split Coast Stampers. So I took the layout from there and went from there. I embossed with the Woodland embossing folder a piece of Very Vanilla cardstock. Then I took the Champagne Mist Shimmer Paint. Make sure you give it a good shake, because I had run out of Wink of Stella and just a paintbrush. I'm going to go over the trees with a quick paint with that shimmer paint, and it really shimmers and shines so pretty. You can do, if you don't want to do a paintbrush, if you want it not so thick, you want to water it down a little bit, you can come in with an aqua painter and do the same thing. Let's see, I'll grab an aqua painter. Aqua painter tends to go a little faster just because it is kind of wet and has, and this one's got some red in it. My trees are going to have a little red on them. So yeah, you want to make sure your aqua painter is clean. So I just did all the little branches, just picking up the ink from the cover. Now my red is really coming out. So you can kind of see that a little bit. But this is a great way to add some shimmer and shine. Kind of really brings out the trees. Kind of just lifts them up off the paper. The ones on the side here you're not going to see so much because I'm going to cover them up with the leaves. But you get the idea. Very cool. So that's how I added the shimmer and shine to my card. The next thing I did was had the strip of Very Vanilla and then the pumpkin pie, and I added the sentiment, which I took from the stamp set, which is the Gather Together. I went with the Wishing You Well. So we're going to stamp that. And then we're going to attach that to our pumpkin pie piece. And then when I attach it, I'm going to attach it with the glue. Because of it being embossed, the glue works much better. And that's going to go right across the bottom, just like that. And then with my leaves, I want them off the edge here, and I'm just going to build on up. So I just attached it with the glue. Let's see. And I let them hang off. I'm going to put this one off a little bit more. And then just attach them as I go, and I slip them under. That's why the glue helps as well, because you can just tack it right under. It's not set in stone down. I just thought this was an interesting sketch layout, and I thought it worked really well with the leaves. Love all the fall colors we have here in Michigan. Which they say snow for the trick-or-treaters, which I'm not too excited about that. Pick that up. I'm going to fan them all in. And then one more. I probably went a little further up with this one than I did the other. But just make a nice row along the side. And then what you're going to do is, once they're nice and dry, you're going to take your scissors and cut off that excess. Way cool. Now the little birds, the little cardinals here, that is from the October paper pumpkin. These are the other images in that set. We got season's greetings, winter wishes, a snowflake, snow, the bird, and an inside sentiment. These were the cards that we created this month with the paper pumpkin kit. Gorgeous cards. This all, you can't hardly see, you can't see, but this is all shimmery white. I thought the cards were just gorgeous this month. So I love the little bird, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. So just when you get those stamp sets, don't think that they are strictly only for paper pumpkin. When you have them, you can use them on all your different cards and projects. I just inked up my little bird and stamped them on a couple of the little branches here. I just thought that was super cute. So that pretty much is it. We just got to add it to the card base, which is the Berry Vanilla. And that's 4 1/4 by 11. Just fold that in half. And then all I did was took some dimensionals and I actually popped it up on my card. So I'm just going to go in the corners, on the edge, and kind of like all the way around the points. Just so it stays nice and flush. Center that, just like that, and there we go. Isn't that cute? And how quick and easy is that? And I love the overlaying of the leaves. I love the colors. It's just gorgeous. I wish you could see the shine. Can you kind of see it? Yeah, right there. Beautiful. And I love how in the inlaid or the impression of the dye gives to the leaves. Beautiful. Love it, love it. It just gives it so much dimension. So that is my tip for today. Any questions? Let me see, I'm refreshing. Great technique. Thanks so much. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope I taught you a little tip or two with the dies or with the shimmer paint. That is it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by.